Welcome to my first monthly beauty favourites video. Let's get started. My first monthly favourite is one that I featured in a recent blog post, and it's the Kiko's Sun Lovers blush in the shade 02 Copacabana Coral. Yeah, that was really bad. But yeah, so basically it's a blush that is split down the middle so that you've got kind of a peachy pinky coral on the one side, and then kind of like a marbleized peachy with a gold pearlescent sheen running through it. If you use it mixed together, the pearlescent part of it doesn't show up, but if you use this side just as a highlight, you do get that slight shimmer. Not too obvious, we're not talking about big chunks of glitter or anything like that. You just get a slight sheen, which is really nice. I think it's like a perfect colour for summer, really. So I've really been enjoying using that. And another Kiko product, again, one that I featured in a recent blog post, and it's the Kiko, I think it's called the Infinity Trio, and it's basically 3 colours, which actually it comes out separately like that, and you can actually get this for free. Otherwise, I guess you could just create your own palette with this. But this was the most neutral colour I found out. I think there's about 6 colours available, and naturally I was drawn to the neutral palette. You get a kind of a light, kind of a pearly beige. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. Then you get some sort of medium neutral tone brown. And then the last one is a really dark, I would say probably cool tone brown. Actually, they're all kind of cool in tone, but the formulation is just so buttery. There's no chalkiness, no powderiness, although if it does get dropped or whatnot, it can get a bit messy, because I think I must have dropped the palette there where you've got a little bit of dent, so when you're putting your brush into it, it can feel a little bit powdery, but it's not at all once it's on the eye. It blends like a dream, so you shouldn't really have any issues with that. But I like the fact it does come in a nice compact with a mirror, so you know you can carry this on the go with you, you know, touch up your makeup during the day, which I never do anyway. But yeah, really enjoying that. This is not a Kiko video or Kiko sponsored video for that matter. But the other in product, which also again featured in my blog post, is this lipstick, which I've got to say is just beautifully packaged. This has got to be the most perfect pinky nude lipstick. It like matches my lips down to a T. I mean, I've got it on now so you can judge. It's a velvet matte satin. So although it's matte, it's not the type of lipstick that is drying, and it doesn't look drying, and I suppose that's why it's called a satin matte, because it's kind of a semi-matte. It feels extremely comfortable on the lips. It feels like you're just wearing a balm, but the colour is just beautiful, and it applies really opaque. You don't need to build up the layers, anything like that. I was drawn to this colour because yeah, like I said, this is the most perfect nude I've actually found that suits me, because my lips are naturally pigmented. I do find it difficult to wear nude lipsticks, and they've always got to be on the pinky side, otherwise I just look like an extra from The Walking Dead, which is not a look I'm going for. My next favourite is the Maybbeline Master Brow Kohl Liner, and this is in the shade dark brown. If you've been reading my blogs recently, maybe you haven't, but I've been really into my coloured kohl liners as an alternative to black. I find it, I guess it's a bit more softer, and I guess it's more fun as well, because it's summer. You don't really want to always be wearing black because it can look a bit harsh. So I've been loving like dark kind of navy blue, purples, and even like dark grey, where it's almost black but it's not. It's like a really dark soft grey. But I had been looking for a brown one, but a dark brown one, because I own like a couple of bronzy tone ones, but I wanted a dark brown one. And this is honestly the perfect kind of a formulation. I'll show it, a swatch on my hand there, if you can see. It just literally glides on so easy. It feels like a liquid, and you can see the colour's quite opaque, and it's kind of like a cool toned brown. I'm glad I picked this up because I was actually eyeing up Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Liquid Eye Pencils, I think they're called. She has a shade called Barbarella Brown, which I was kind of eyeing up. I've already got 3 of the colours in her collection, and let's just say they're not on the cheap side. But I'm glad I picked this up. The next favourite, I think I might have featured this in a past blog post, but it's a brand called Deborah Milano, which I'd only come across quite recently, and I was kindly sent this to kind of try, and I really like it. So it's bronzer, and it's quite a dark but a very warm tone bronzer. It's probably as dark as Benefit's Hoola bronzer, but this is slightly more on the warm side, so a bit more red. I think it's perfect for those with dark complexions, or even when you've got a really good tan. When I've got a tan, I really struggle to use the likes of Nars Laguna because it doesn't really show up that well when I've got tan skin. It's good when I'm not carrying a tan. When I have got a tan, it's a bit too light, but something like this works really, really well. And I've actually got it on. I'm not sure if you can really see it, but yeah, really been enjoying that. Then the next favourite I literally actually just picked up yesterday. I can't say it's a favourite for sure because I've literally just worn this, like I'm wearing this right now, but I really like it. It's the L'Oreal False Lash Architect Broad Dimensions Effect Fibres Waterproof Mascara. This one comes in a wand like that, so I don't know if you can see. So it's definitely, I don't know if you can see, it's very lengthening, it gives you volume. And because it's waterproof, I only use waterproof on my eyelashes because otherwise they just won't hold the curl, they will literally drop. Yeah, so far I'm liking it, so no, I'll keep you posted on that. And then another one is, it's the Sephora cream lip stain in the shade, I think it's called StrawberryKissed. So it's not the dark red one, which I think is number 1. I can't remember what the shade is, but this one is a bit more on the pinky side. So it's a bit lighter but also a bit more pinky. I do a swatch for you, but this has got to be my favourite liquid lipstick formulation. I've tried quite a few of them, like, you know, the Bourjois and the NYX ones. Can't remember them at the top of my head, but this one, it's matte finish, doesn't look like that now, but when it dries down, it actually dries to a matte finish, and it is so comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a matte lipstick because it's not drying. I can't remember what the ingredients in here is. And here's a lovely photo of me with it on. The colour literally lasts for hours. I wore this for the whole night when I went out recently, and the lipstick, it just doesn't budge. So you can drink, you can eat, which I didn't find that with the Bourjois, I think is it Rouge Edition Velvet lip stains. I feel like they are nice to wear on the lips, they're really quite comfortable, and the pigmentation is incredible. But I found that they were actually, it wasn't transfer proof. I mean, if I went to sip a bit of my drink, I would literally leave a lip stain on my drink, and then gradually obviously it starts to fade, and when it fades it does kind of fade awkwardly, so you get that kind of outer ring, whereas with this it didn't budge at all. Kind of want to see what other colours they've got because kind of want to add a few more to my collection, but we'll see. But yeah, this has got to be the best liquid lipstick I've tried to date. So my next favourite is a bit of a skincare product. It's the Monu Collagen Eye Cream, and it comes in packaged like that, and it comes with actually a pump, which I prefer, to be honest with you. You don't need to dab into any pots or anything like that. This I actually got on Caroline Hiron's recommendation. She's worked with loads of brands in the industry, so she really knows her stuff. I found that I quite enjoyed using this one because I think the eye cream I was using before was the I think it's the Clinique Eye Contour Balm, and I found that a bit too kind of light. I didn't think that it did anything for me. This one's a bit more, I wouldn't say heavy, it feels like there's more to it. It's a bit more luxurious, and it's quite hard, I guess, when you're using products because I guess you have to be using it quite a while before you actually notice any difference, especially ones that are kind of claims that it's got anti-aging benefits, etc. But I have found that I've got slight kind of under eye lines, and I've found that it has become less visible. So I don't know whether it's down to this or whether I'm imagining it, but I have enjoyed using this and I definitely recommend it. It's not the most expensive product, so it is affordable. I think it's about 20 or 25 pounds, something like that, and you get 15 ml, so it's, I guess, the standard amount. But usually with eye creams they can get really expensive, you know, up to like 40 pounds, which is a bit too much. But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this. It does contain I think ingredients that kind of prevent and reverse the signs of aging, although there's no ingredient list on here, but you can get it online, you can find out. I think it's got like vitamin A in it and stuff, which is good for anti-aging. But yeah, this one's definitely one to try. And I think the last favourite for the month is this Barry M Jelly High Shine Nail Paint in the shade Almond. It is really, really beautiful. I have got it on my nails, but they're a little bit chipped up right now, so I don't really want to show them, but I'll try and insert a cutaway or something of what it looks like. In the bottle, it just looks like your bog standard kind of a grey, beigey, neutral tone, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do own a few of the shades similar to this, but not exactly like this. But this one's a little bit different because it has kind of lilac-y, plummy undertones, very, very subtle. You can't really tell when it's in the pot, but you definitely notice that it's got that lilac undertone, which makes it really, really pretty. For example, I've got other ones similar to it. So this one's the other Barry M one, and it's the shade Lychee, and it's definitely kind of more lighter and more kind of on the beige side compared to this. And I've got Tanya Burr's Penguin Chic, sorry. And this one's, I feel like this one's the darker version of this, because again, this one also has that kind of a plummy, purpley undertone, very, very subtle. And then another one I have is actually the Rimmel Salon Pro one in the shade Oh Mr. Darcy, and this is probably more like, yeah, it's probably more similar to the Barry M Lychee, a tad more darker. As you can see, I've got quite a few in the kind of same colour spectrum as this one, but I don't know, I like this one the best, I think, and I can tell that this is probably going to be on my nails for the next couple of weeks to come. Yeah, and the formulation, apart from that Lychee one, I hadn't really tried the Jelly High Shine nail paints, but yeah, it's a good formulation. I think I picked this up in Boots or Superdrugs, which are running their 3 for 2 promotion at the moment, so naturally I picked up 3 and I paid the price of 2. So that's it for my monthly favourites. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.